I really enjoy being an artist, and I make a lot of works, always in the studio every month. This is an older painting that I decided to paint over. It's a progression series that I've done a number of versions of. Here's that result. Let's look at it again. In this painting, everything is very strictly defined. I was very happy with that at the time, but after having that around here, I looked at that and thought, I've learned some other things in the many years since, and I want to make some improvements. So I'm going to work on this with the idea of creating more sophistication and more interest. There's a lot more randomness in this. And I didn't have this goal in mind, but I began work on it. And the first thing was to add colors that weren't as bright and a lot more complexity, but not in an illustrative way. So I went to work on the blues progressing into the reds that you see at the right in those trees in the background. And I used a lot of softer colors, purples and mauves and pale greens, and put in a lot more complexity. I really didn't have a script here. I simply wanted to make a change from something that looked a little more regimented to something that had more of a naturalistic feel to it. As the painting progressed, it just kept shouting out for more of this and more of that. I keep a lot of colors on my palette, but everything was grayed down. That's the secret here. There's not a lot of bright color. I used those modulated colors, those muted colors, to cover up everything that was there before, and I really went after those trees with those very, very discrete shapes and turned them into something that was a lot more random. Once those tree shapes were in and all the colors above the foreground were muted back, then I had to go after that field. You can see some of the yellow coming through. It was all yellow, and there were shadows. You can see some of the tracks of the shadows right there, and the way the paint's put down in an almost random fashion. I was working very fast, and two fellow artists were in the studio with me, and it really pushed me and encouraged me to go a little further and to really make a Cinderella story out of this canvas. I like the yellow showing through there. I was making a lot of decisions on the fly, very, very fast. And frankly, I was using everything I knew. Contrast, color, glow, complexity, sophistication. Don't want to wear that word out. If I'm a sophisticated, I should come up with a better word, don't you think? I love looking at this. I like the layers of colors. I like the different angles. There are a lot of things here in play, but in the end, it comes off looking like a forest. It's fascinating to watch. You're seeing this as it goes by, and this is sort of what was happening when I was painting. I was really in movement. And putting down a lot of colors there. The aqua is the key to this. In the end, it needed something to take those muted colors and brighten them up, and you'll see how the aquas came in play. There's some of the original blues back in the back there. Very little of the original reds are still there, but you can see a few of those in play. I like the yellow, providing that glow. It was a real thrill to take an older canvas and completely redo it, every square inch of it. Makes you feel good as an artist. I'm going to have to get some of my other canvases out and see what I can do with those. Sign up for my monthly newsletter, and I hope to bring you some more surprises soon. Thank you.